Hello, and welcome to Pod of the Week, a place where I get to share my thoughts on pods I think you need to know about. This AI conversation, oh my goodness, is a frustrating yet fascinating conversation, and so many logistical nightmares, but also so many ethical and legal conversations that need to be had. And today's episode is no different. And if you want to know my opinion on AI and all of this, then I think it's worth a further conversation, maybe a podcast episode. But I would say this episode is much closely aligned to my view on AI and how we should use it. And this episode is from the Diary of a CEO, featuring one of my favorite people on the planet, Mr. Simon Sinek, and he's speaking about AI and our human relation to it. And so, yeah, if you are concerned about the challenges of AI and not only how it will affect our world, but also what is our response, and should there be legislation, shouldn't there be, this is a fascinating perspective, which I think will help either confirm your viewpoint or help shift and change your viewpoint. So if you want to know what it sounds like, have a listen.
AI, we only think about the destination and its remarkable ability to write the book, paint the painting, solve the problem. But we forget the importance of doing the work yourself. And I think in our modern day and age, we have underrepresented the value of struggle. I am smarter, better at problem solving, more resourceful, not because a book exists with my ideas in it, but because I wrote it. That excruciating journey is what made me grow. But it's the same for love, friendships, conflict. And I think that we forget that we give up certain skills or abilities because of technology. But it's like saying AI will provide boats for everyone, except for the time there's a storm and you don't know how to swim. And unless we take personal accountability to teach and learn human skills, they will disappear. Sure, you can have an AI friend and trained, like the best psychologist, to affirm you, the best listening skills that exist, but my ability to know what to do when my friend is struggling, my ability to function in the world, or my ability to cope with stress. These very, very human skills are suffering.
So what are the other skills we need to equip ourselves with based on the way that the world is heading?
Two things. One is...
See you again. Why are you laughing?
It's just familiar.
Familiar. It's so interesting because when I sit down to talk to you, you're one of the very few people that I don't come with a preconception as to what we're going to talk about. But I come with a feeling. And the feeling that I bring forth is the feeling of change and transition. I have lived for 32 years, but I don't think I can ever think of a time where the future has felt unclear, uncertain, scary, exciting, and I guess unknown. And I don't just mean with technology, but technology is one protagonist in the story, and there's many other social stories playing out, from politics to relationships to all of these things. So my first question to you, Simon, is what are those things? What are the biggest forces of changes that you see happening at the moment in all of our lives that you think we should probably talk about today?
That is a big question. And I think one of the mistakes we make, and this is in general, is we like things to be very neatly organized. We like them to be black and white, yes or no, right or wrong. And as you know, the world is messier than that. It is more nuanced than that. And nothing operates in a vacuum. Everything is connected to everything, especially in a world that's filled with this rising technology called the internet and this burgeoning technology called the social media. And desires and feeling like belonging become more and more important. We're struggling to find them. Loneliness epidemic, stress epidemic, suicide epidemics. These are all feelings of disconnection, lack of control, and loneliness.
So if you're looking for a conversation on the other side of the coin with regards to AI, how important our human contribution to navigating and managing AI, then this is the podcast for you. So remember, pods are not for some, they're for everyone.